body, I am covered with injuries. In prison there were some 240 people, only 14 of whom have survived. America has bombed dams, dikes, channels, and other irrigation facilities, and is trying to massacre the people by floods and by destroying agriculture. They are doing saturation bombing of dikes and irrigation facilities in the delta zones, where there is dense population and good crops. Even small canals and water controls used for irrigation have been attacked with rockets. There are no military facilities in the neighborhood of dikes so destroyed. The fact that such raids are carried out during the rainy season confirms the real intentions of the American imperialists. Even farmhouses standing here and there in rice fields have not been excluded from bombing attacks. In this house, a family of parents and a child were killed instantly while sitting at table. The school child of a farmer living in the next house was also killed. Mrs. Chan Ti Hui at the same village tells about her 4 children who were killed before her eyes. How sad I am. I was robbed of my husband without a single word. My only child left also died in my arms on our way to the hospital. I can still feel him in my arms. I am left alone. But I will never give way. We had built a happy life through a painful struggle. I burn with anger against the Americans who have destroyed this happiness. I will fight till there is not a single American in Vietnam. I hope you will make this cruelty of America known to all the people of the world.
Xin cảm ơn và chào mừng đoàn các bà mẹ và gia đình của chúng tôi là đau khổ thế.
Mrs. Hui gave us a dress which she had treasured in memory of her youngest child. She asked us to present it to Japanese mothers as a memento. This orphan boy named Bong told us that his mother, elder brother, and younger sister were all killed instantly, and then he said, I want to study hard and train myself, and I will fight the Americans to the last. I hope Japanese boys and girls will also fight, hand in hand with us Vietnamese.
Ngày đêm đương diệt hại những em bé, những học sinh, ngăn những người, những tên.
This is Gu Tui, formerly a fishing village, lying 13 miles from the 17th parallel. Here, Americans first destroyed all the houses with bombs and napalm. Then, cutting off the retreat of the people, they dropped a great number of anti-personnel pineapple bombs. This was calculated mass murder. In this way, 3 hamlets of Gu Tui village were completely wiped off the map. We had an interview with an American pilot held as a prisoner of war, Lieutenant Commander Charles N. Tanner from the aircraft carrier Coral Sea, which uses Yokosuka, Japan, as its base. What were the tactics you used in your bombing attacks?
The tactics was to circle the town with fragmentation bombs so as to drive the people into their air raid shelters in the middle of the town. And as the people went into their air raid shelters, then another task was made to drop napalm to burn them out of the shelters. As they ran from the shelters out of the town, then CBU was dropped on the outskirts of town to achieve total annihilation.
Could you distinguish between military and non-military targets?
Yes, we studied reconnaissance. In most cases, you can distinguish between.
Trong phần lớn các trường học thì chúng tôi có thể phân biệt được các cái mục tiêu dân sự và mục tiêu quân sự.
Was that the method used against Fuli? What was your purpose?
Yes, Fudi was attacked for that purpose and that aim to demoralize the people so they would put pressure upon their government to force a compromise at the peace talks.
President Ho Chi Minh of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam. Together with the international investigation team, we met President Ho. Severely condemning America for its war crimes against the Vietnamese people, Premier Phan Von Dong emphasized that there cannot be peace in Vietnam without independence and unity for the people of all Vietnam. While in Hanoi, we held 2 press interviews. Deputy leader of the group, Mr. Ishijima, speaks. From what I have seen with my own eyes and touched with my own hands, I assert on full responsibility that what the United States administration says is a lie, totally contrary to the facts. Mr. Kugai, a member of the team, says, my impression and firm conviction is that America is using the Vietnamese people as guinea pigs on whom they are testing their new weapons. Harrison Salisbury of the New York Times, Wilfred Burchett, a famous Australian journalist. The statement issued by the Japanese investigation team says, these acts by the United States clearly constitute a crime of aggression against the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, a crime against peace and against humanity, the crime of the use of unlawful and inhumane weapons, poison gases, and chemical weapons, which are forbidden by international law, the crime of attack on non-military targets and non-combatants, and so on. We earnestly hope that the results of our investigations into these criminal acts will make a contribution to ending America's crimes and to winning a great victory for Vietnam and for independence, freedom, and peace for the Vietnamese people.